3 robots. Built, tested, delivered, and they've never touched water. This is the story of how a nation bet $120 million on the future of mining and lost every cent of it before a single ounce of ore came up. As the world electrifies cars and power grids, demand for high-grade metals is exploding. So resource companies stopped looking at land and started looking straight down at the ocean floor. The target, hydrothermal vents, known as black smokers, spewing superheated fluid from deep inside the earth for thousands of years, building up thick deposits of copper and gold. In 2011, a Canadian company called Nautilus Minerals claimed the rights to it, the world's first commercial deep-sea mining lease, off the coast of Papua New Guinea. They called it Solwara 1. Papua New Guinea didn't just approve it, they bought into it. The government took a direct equity stake, eventually settling on 15%, funded by tens of millions in taxpayer money. To the market, that wasn't just permission, it was the starting gun on an entirely new global industry. And unlike most high-tech resource ventures that never leave the drawing board, Nautilus actually built the thing. A specialized UK firm designed, built, and delivered 3 massive remote-controlled seafloor production robots, real steel, real engineering, tested and ready to carve mineral deposits off the bottom of the Bismarck Sea. Coastal communities and environmental groups fought it every step of the way, warning of catastrophic damage to marine ecosystems and local fisheries. But with millions already welded and shipped, the project looked unstoppable. Here's the catch nobody priced in. These robots couldn't run on their own. They needed constant power, remote control, and a way to haul ore to the surface, which meant total dependence on one custom-built mothership. Investors looked at the hardware and assumed it was too far along to fail. They ignored that the entire operation depended on every single custom part arriving exactly on schedule. The cracks showed first in 2015. Nautilus reported $10 million erroneously transferred to an unauthorized account in an alleged cyber scam. Internal fraud never definitively ruled out, the money simply gone. That loss exposed a much bigger hole. Nautilus was staring down a $350 million shortfall just to finish the system. Unable to pay its bills, the Chinese shipyard building their specialized production vessel stopped work, and in 2018, canceled the contract outright. Cannot buy a deep-sea mining mothership off the shelf. Delete that one vessel from the equation, and 3 multi-million-dollar robots instantly become useless iron sitting on a dock. By October 2019, Nautilus Minerals declared bankruptcy, delisted from the Toronto Stock Exchange. Papua New Guinea was left holding the loss, roughly $120 million in public funds, sunk into the ocean, with zero return. Prime Minister James Marop stood before his own government and called it what it was, a total failure. PNG responded with a 10-year moratorium on deep-sea mining. Today, those 3 robots still sit on the docks of Port Moresby, rusting, never having touched the seafloor they were built for. But in the summer of 2024, local environmental groups raised the alarm. A vessel called the MV Coco was tracked hovering directly over the supposedly dead Solwara 1 site, pulling up roughly 180 tons of seabed material. Nautilus died in bankruptcy court. Its mining licenses didn't. They were quietly acquired by a new company, Deep Sea Mining Finance, legally back on the same site. PNG's moratorium expires in 2029. These projects rarely stay dead. They just use bankruptcy to shed the debt, wait in the shadows, and prepare for round 2.